Area we're always keeping an eye on, the Waldo Canyon burn scar. You're looking live at a camera there.
Yeah, this you can see the water is a little bit higher than it usually is, but can't tell if it's really flowing from this vantage point. Storm Tracker 13 Chief Meteorologist Rachael joins us now, tracking the rains we can expect for the rest of the night.
Yeah, we're far from done with the storms as of right now. Now, the good news for Manitou Springs, the heaviest rain has now moved off toward the east. But it's not just the Pikes Peak region that we're concerned about this afternoon. Take a look from Pueblo. Pueblo now included in a flood advisory as heavy rain is impacting Pueblo proper. There's a look from our neighborhood weather network cameras. Here's a look from our Vieiro neighborhood weather network camera off toward the west. You can't even see the city because the rain is falling so heavily currently. They have already accumulated up to an inch of rain, and so that's why the National Weather Service went ahead and issued that flood advisory. That's going to stay in effect until 6:30. Heaviest rain falling over and just off toward the south and west of Pueblo itself. The cell very slowly moving off toward the north and east, and it's the slow movement of the storms that we have out there this afternoon, along with the high amount of water that we have across the state. Those two factors really coming together to make it quite active and making flash flooding one of the biggest concerns that we have out there this afternoon and evening. We're tracking a cluster of storms that extends from Canyon City to Silver Cliff toward Rye and south across southern parts of Pueblo County. Around Colorado Springs, we're continuing to get rain. If you're heading north toward Denver between Monument and Castle Rock, that's going to be a tough area of travel along I-25 as some heavy rain is falling there too. Around Colorado Springs proper, it's around Cimarron Hills and near Stetson Hills where we're getting some of the heaviest rain currently. Again, thankfully, the heaviest rain now pushing away from Manitou Springs and the Waldo Canyon burn scar. Taking you off to the south of Highway 50, we are tracking quite a few storms in this area also, primarily just producing some very heavy rain. The good news that I have for you is I don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings, at least to tell you about. We're going to keep the storms around here for the next several hours. Here's a look at 7 o'clock. Still expecting a heavy line of rain from Lyman to Colorado Springs toward the south and west of Pueblo with scattered storms out across the plains. This area of rain is going to slide off toward the east through about 10 o'clock, kind of congealing into this one big, large, widespread area of rain out across the plains. But watch what happens between 10 o'clock and midnight. Kind of scatters back off towards southern parts of I-25, so the rain really going to be off and on here as we take you through the first part of tonight. For most, it's going to come to an end just in time for the morning drive. Could still have a few areas of light rain, but nothing as intense as we had out there earlier today. Taking you into tomorrow afternoon, once again, the storms begin to pop up right around lunchtime, with the majority of the storms up across the high country around noon. Taking you into tomorrow afternoon, the storms really expand in coverage and intensity. Around 5 o'clock, could have another heavy rainmaker around the Colorado Springs area, as well as southern I-25. Taking you into late tomorrow evening, the storms continue to push off toward the east, really sticking around the mountains as we take you into the first part of tomorrow night. By midnight, for the lower elevations, should see everything winding down. Temperatures tonight will be dropping into the 50s and 60s across southern Colorado. High temperatures tomorrow, thanks to the clouds and storms, are going to stay cooler. 77 in Colorado Springs, 87 in La Junta, with a high temperature tomorrow of 80 degrees in Springfield. Leadville only getting to 63. Denver should hit 84 tomorrow afternoon, so not cold by any means. But of course, it's going to feel cooler than the thermometer leads you to believe because of all of the clouds and, of course, the rain. So 77 in Colorado Springs tomorrow. It begins to get quieter weather-wise as we take you into the end of the work week. 85 on Thursday, 87 Friday. We'll dry things out Friday into Saturday before storms are back in the forecast Sunday and Monday. In Pueblo tomorrow, we'll hit 86, 90 on Wednesday. We're going to stay in the 90s all the way through the weekend, or the first half of the weekend. Before Sunday, we'll drop it back to 89 degrees. 91 will be our high temperature on Monday. In Canyon City, 83 tomorrow. We hit 89 on Wednesday. Back in the 90s for Fremont County Thursday, Friday. Again on Saturday, we'll drop the temperature, though, on Sunday. So as you're planning your weekend, just know Sunday looking to be the wetter and cooler of the 2 weekend days. Teller County, 69 degrees will be your high temperature tomorrow. We should see more heavy rain producing storms, so flooding, that's going to be something that we'll be keeping a very close eye on once more. 74 on Wednesday with temperatures in the upper 70s. Thursday, Friday, again on Saturday. A daily chance for storms expected around Teller County. So it has been just a soggy day today, and you can thank the monsoonal moisture. We have that Gulf moisture just streaming right into the state, really fueling our storms that we have that we're continuing to track.
Is that what produces all the hail?
The hail has to do with, I mean, think about Colorado. So we're fairly high in elevation. So the freezing level in the atmosphere, I'm going to get a little nerdy science on you.
Please.
But the freezing level is pretty close to the surface level. So we really, it doesn't take much to get hail here in Colorado. That's why we are actually known as one of the hail capitals of the United States.